How do you do, everybody? Welcome to baseball action. The New Trevians take on the Maine South Hawks in conference play. A cold, blustery afternoon for baseball. And Scott Hammes leading it off for the New Trevians. Bobby Pennington on the mound for the Maine South Hawks. This is one of those days where fly ball and caught by the right fielder for out number one. Here's Drew Lamont. One of those afternoons where just bees in the bats day. And added to that, this is one of those games that while these teams are going to come in 1-2 in the sectional, it really sort of means nothing because the sectional's already decided. And who's going to play where is already decided. So it's kind of a game where you go, well, it's fun to play, but it's also kind of meaningless. There's a strike to Lamont. Nolan Stogentine on deck. Pitch on the way, low and outside the ball. Trevians are going to begin their own regional. Ground ball. Second baseman over to first. Quickly, 2 up, 2 down. Here's Nolan Stogentine playing the left field today. Logan Weibel on deck. Bobby Pennington on the mound. Zach Parker behind the plate for the Hawks. There's a strike one. Baseball winding down here. Getting closer to the playoffs. Hot shot foul off to the right. Looking back at some of the games of the past, as long as I've had some time off because of the weather this week, in real time, pitch high and outside the ball. And a hot shot ground ball on the base hit past the third baseman. And Stogentine got a hold off at first with a single. And here's Logan Weibel. Pitch is high a ball. There goes the runner and stole a base for Stogentine. And then a pass ball and off to third. Wild pitch, pass ball, whatever. And a pitch high and tight a ball. So runner at third with 2 out. And Logan Weibel, the batter. And a strikeout to the outside corner. The pitching matchup, Bobby Pennington for Maine South and Matt Cohn for New Trier. There's a base hit out to right field, and that's going to score a run, and it's 1-0 New Trier on the single by Logan Weibel. And Jake Reynolds going to run for Weibel at first. Here's Will Frankie. Down to first, runner back. Baseball action on the network. Here's a strike. There goes the runner Reynolds, and he's in with the stolen base. Second stolen base of the inning. Runner at second. And the pitch in there for a strike to Will Frankie. Top of the first inning, and Trevians have scored a run here. Outfield basically playing it shallow, but with the wind blowing in, understandable. 1-2 the count to Frankie. And a high pop-up foul, going to give chase, but could be out of play. Run with the lead. Off second. There he goes. Pitch on the way. Strike three. And that be it for the top of the first inning. But the Trevians score a run. And lead it 1-0 as we go to the bottom half of the first. And Gary Parker to lead it off for the Hawks. Gary Parker, Steven Sakowicz, and Zach Parker due up. And the first pitch high and outside of ball. And in there for a strike. Not much of a crowd here today, understandable. There's water everywhere around the field here. And a fly ball. Waiting, and one up, one down. Here's Sakowicz. Sakowicz, the batter. Bottom half of the first inning. And a strike on the outside corner. Strike one. And a line shot. And nice jumping catch by Drew Lamont. 2 up, 2 down. Here's Zach Parker. Batcomb gets his side from Logan Weibel. The pitch low and outside, perhaps. Definitely low. Ball one. And a pitch high. 2-0. Number 3 in the batting order. They've got the battery batting 3-4 here for the Hawks. They have a very good record, but there's a strike. Question is, there are a lot of teams that have good records, but their good records are because they play a lot of city teams and stuff like that. I don't know what Maine South has done this year. Ground ball, third baseman has it. Over to first, and 1, 2, 3. 3 up, 3 down. At the end of one, New Trier leads it 1-0. We'll be back with more here on the network. Check out the Metro Chicago Sports Network homepage website with a list of all the games that are available on the YouTube affiliate on demand. Parents who host lose the most. Don't be a party to teenage drinking. A message in the public interest from the Metro Chicago Sports Network. Top of the second inning. And it's 1-0 New Trier. Matt McCaffrey leading it off. McCaffrey, Grant Klunovich, and Frank Nicholas. 6, 7, and 8 in the Trevians batting order. Due up here. And it drops him for a strike. Strike one. To McCaffrey. And strike two. Oh, and 2. And a pitch a little outside for a ball. 1-2 to McCaffrey. Got the airplanes flying by tonight. The takeoff is here. Guess for O'Hara. Ground ball, third baseman has it. Over to first in time. And we got the big old jets flying low. Usually it's the landing pattern, but today it's the takeoff. 1 up, 1 down. Here's Grant Klunovich. And he falls one off for a strike. And high and tight for a ball. Top of the second. Paddington delivers. Another one fouled off. off to the right. I go back to the days when Maine South used to play all their sports events over at Maine East. Ground ball, shortstop has it. Long throw in time. 2 up, 2 down. Here's Frank Nicholas. And low and outside the ball. Yeah, foul ball back. Baseball. Continuing on here. Ground ball. Second baseman has it. Over to first in time. And 2 up, 2 down. Or 3 up, 3 down. For the Trevians. No runs, no hits, no errors. Nobody left. Go to the bottom half of the third. And it remains 1-0 New Trier. Bobby Pennington leading it off. Takes a pitch high, a ball. Ball 1. Matt Cohn into the windup. The pitch. And luscious pitch. Strike. At the knees. Outside corner. They lock and load. And a foul ball. Beyond third base. Another one fouled off by Pennington. And yet another one fouled off. And a ground ball. Nice diving over to first in time. Nice play by Matt McCaffrey. 1 up, 1 down. Here's Caleb DeMarinay. I think that's how he pronounces it. DeMarigny is how it's spelled, but I don't think that's how it's pronounced. DeMarinay. Pitch on the way. High fly ball. Waiting. 2 up, 2 down. Here's Bobby Paddock. And a whoopsie swing, fouled off. Bottom of the second inning. And a 55-footer in there for a ball. The lock and load. And no, didn't miss. Blowing away. So Paddock bet. And a little foul tip, I think. And low ball. No, he did not go. Cohn wanted that one. Didn't get it. Now the pitch. And another one fouled off. And ball 4. So Paddock aboard. And Marty below the batter. Yeah, high pop-up. In comes McCaffrey, and he takes it for the out. And we're done with 2. It's 1-0 New Trier. We'll be back with more. The Metro Chicago Sports Network, seen on cable, on New Trier Television, on AT&T Uverse in the Chicago area. Also seen on Highland Park Access and Comcast Northern Cook County. And we are also seen on the internet on YouTube. Drive at dusk or at night, make sure you turn on your car lights. A message in the public interest from the Metro Chicago Sports Network, where we go to the top of the third inning. Sammy Visconti leading it off. But Visconti, Hamas, and Drew Lamont, 9-1-2 in the Trevians batting order. Due up here. And the first pitch is high of ball 1. To Visconti. And a strike. And talk about the weather this year. And people have complained about it. Ground ball. Second baseman has it up over to first in time. And while it's been chilly, I mean, I would sort of put this on the level of the 2011 season with the cold weather, and then all of a sudden went right to summer. But it actually has not been terribly cold. I mean, it's been a awful spring. I mean, kind of raw, but drops in for the strike on Hamas. I've certainly had worse springs. There's a strike. I mean, I'm not saying it's balmy, but at least it has not been as cold as I have expected it to be. Strike 3, or I've had in the past anyway. Strike 3, 1 out, or 2 out. Here's Drew Lamont. 2 away, nobody got. And drops in for the strike. Strike 1. I think the inconsistency of the weather's been the issue this year. That is, players have not had the ability to get out and practice on those days when games haven't been played, but being out doing games, they have not been all that bad. There's a strike. And certainly the CNL has worked quite a bit cooler near the lake. But that was sort of expected if you know anything about weather. But with the lake being frozen for most of the year. Now the pitch on the way, and a fly ball. And right fielder over by the foul line takes it for the out. And we go to the bottom half of the third inning. And it remains 1-0. New Trier leading Maine South. And Vince Gazaldo leading it off. Or Vinny Gazaldo is how he calls it. I'm sorry, I remember his dad coaching at Notre Dame back in the early 80s. And his name was Vince. His son goes by Vinny. There's a strike. Henry Shaw on deck. Now the delivery. And a little bit low ball. The look at by Cohn, the pitch on the way. And a floater, a ball. And a ground ball. Picked up by Klenovich over to Cohn covering. 1 up, 1 down. Here's Henry Shaw. So Shaw bats. A quick ball game today. Understandable in the weather. There's a fly ball. And waiting is the center fielder. Takes it for the out. 2 up, 2 down. Here, back to the top of the batting order. Garrett Parker, the batter. And he takes a strike. Strike 1. Cohn delivers. Well outside the ball. And the count he was up at 1-1. One of the things about the playoffs is that you don't need a pitching staff with a lot of depth anymore. Used to be you had to have 3-4 pitchers or they have a shot at the state. And now the way the state works out, with only 2 games downstate. You really only need 2, maybe 3. Ball 4, and Parker aboard. And, of course, once you get deeper in the playoffs, I always call it the monarch butterfly syndrome. As you get deeper in the playoffs, the team that wins isn't necessarily the team that's the better athletes, but the team that gets over the monarch butterflies first. So I got a best strike to Sakowitz, and particularly in this sectional, which might be the weakest one in the whole state. The Northern Cook County sectional, there's a strike. I've never seen as thin a talent as I've seen it this year in the sectional as it works out. Pitch outside of ball. Maybe one of the strongest teams in the Northern Cook County area, Glenbrook South, is going to play in basically the Lake County sectional. And the Northern Cook County sectional won't even see them until maybe downstate. Again, throw over, runner back. This sectional, winner of it, the New Trier sectional, North Chicago, northern part of the city, etc., will play at Schaumburg. Little pop-up caught by Drew Lamont, and we're done with the third. It remains 1-0 New Trier. We'll be back. Now, the Metro Chicago Sports Network, you can get instant notification of all the uploads on YouTube by following us on Twitter at Braun Mark. And all you got to do is do your little follow, Braun Mark, and you can get all the notifications of every single sports event we put up on our YouTube affiliate. Drive now. Text later. Stop the text. Stop the wrecks. A message into public interest from the Metro Chicago Sports Network. Top of the 4th inning in this one. And besides the first inning with 2 hits by the Trevians, it's been a very quiet ball game. Nolan Stogentine leading it off. One of those days, bees in the bats. And a fly ball. Center fielder right in position for that. And 1 up, 1 down. Here's Logan Weibel. Pennington delivers. And a little bit outside. Didn't miss by much, but outside. Ball 1. And a whoopsie swing, foul ball. And the count leaves up at 1-1 to Logan Weibel. 3, 4, and 5 in the Trevians lineup. There's a strike, 1 and 2. So number 3, Stogentine was out. Weibel batting. Number 4 in the batting order. And Will Frankie, number 5, due up. And the ball gets away. And the count leaves up at deuces. They lock and load. And strike 3. Caught him on the outside corner looking. 2-way. Here's Will Frankie. And he takes a strike. Strike 1. Pennington into the windup. The pitch. And foul ball back at us. Hello. And you were about to fall asleep in the ball game, weren't you? Well, that'll change your mind, won't it? And like I said, this last 2 weeks, I've had a lot of those. Strike 3, and 3 up, 3 down for the Trevians at the top of the 4th. Halfway home in the ball game, and it remains 1-0 New Trier. And Zach Parker to lead it off in the Maine South Hawks here. In the bottom half of the fourth. And takes the ball low and outside. Ball one. Like I said, one of these days, and I'm pretty close to it, I'm going to go back to the broadcast, all the old broadcasts, and get all of those shots back at me and just edit them all up for insomniacs. Keep you awake. Delivery. There's a strike. To Zach Parker, number 3 in the batting order for the Maine South Hawks. We're here at Park Ridge. And a pitch high ball 4. And Parker aboard, and Bobby Pennington, the batter. Yeah, strike one. Baseball moving along. Actually, it's been a fairly quick season this year. Low and outside of ball. Yeah, we're not too far from our summer season. There's a fly ball. Center fielder on the giddy up over. Has it for the out. Going to throw it to first, but not going to get the runner there. And one away. Caleb DeMarais. And strike. After a throw to first. Maine South dugout, known for their being rather vocal, staying in the game. Pitch low ball. No hitter going. Halfway home in the ball game. Go to first, runner back. And a line shot that's going to be a base hit. Single. Out to center. And runners at the corners. With the one out. And Bobby Paddock, the batter. And he takes a strike one. Trevians, 1 run, 2 hits. Maine South, no runs, 1 hit. Runners at the corners, 1 out. Threatening here. Swing and a miss, strike. And spun it outside. A ball. And a fly ball. Left fielder. Shallow. Takes it for the out. Tag. Here's the throw home. They got him. And that be it for the inning. At the end of 4, it remains 1-0 New Trier. Great play. Great throw from left to home. Check out the great games of the past on the Metro Chicago Sports Network homepage for the list. And check them out on YouTube. I got some great games, including state championship games and all kinds of stuff up there. So check us out, the Metro Chicago Sports Network homepage for the list of the games, and then on YouTube. Don't be a party to teenage drinking. Parents who host lose the most. A message in the public interest by the Metro Chicago Sports Network, where we go to the 5th inning of this one between New Trier and Maine South. Matt McCaffrey leading it off. McCaffrey, Klenovich, and Frank Nicholas. Due up here in the fifth for the Trevians. Pennington delivers, pitch low, ball one. And outside the ball. And fouled off. And the count's gone blackjack to McCaffrey. And strike. And McCaffrey didn't like that. Steps out. Deuces on the count. And strike three. Come looking. And one up, one down. Here's Grant Klanovich. And Kleno swings through it for strike one. Cloudy gray afternoon. Kind of a threat of rain, but not terrible. 0-2. And a ground ball. Right down the line, foul ball. Count holds. The look in. They lock and load. And a ground ball. Shortstop. Bobbled a little bit. Picked up. Throws. Got him. 2 up, 2 down. And here's Frank Nicholas. And he takes a pitch high and tight for a ball. Ball one. Pennington's gone the distance, as has Max Cohn for the Trevians. Base hit to right center. The center fielder's playing a little bit towards that way. And runner aboard. And Sammy Viscotti, the batter. Pennington with a long look over to first. And throws over that way. And Nicholas back in plenty of time. Again, throw over there, runner back. Trevians with 2 stolen bases on the ball game. Both in the first inning. Trevians up till Frank Nicholas single had 2 hits. And both of those in the first inning. There's a bunt. And it is a gorgeous, beautiful bunt. No place to go with it. And a little bunt single by Sammy Viscotti. And 2 aboard. And here's Scott Hamas. So 2 aboard with 2 out. Top of the batting order, Hamas. Batting. Pennington gets his sign from Zach Parker into the wine. And the delivery. That's a ball inside. Had Hamas bailing out, but he nearly got his elbow in the way of that one. Now Pennington, a couple of look-arounds, and a foul ball back. And it got him up at 1-1 to Hamas. And throw out to second. And Nicholas back. Hamas back in. Here's another one of the planes flying out of O'Hare flies overhead. Sold a ground ball. Pick up by the pitcher. Throw it to first in time. And we go to the bottom half of the 5th. And it remains 1-0. New Trier leading the Maine South Hawks. And Marty Bello leading it off. Bello, DiZaldo, and Shaw, 7, 8, and 9 in the Hawks lineup. Due up here. Delivery. And strike on the inside corner. Strike one. Matt Cohn, pitching here in the 5th inning, has given up just one hit. Foul ball back. 0-2. And Wish went high and outside the ball. 1-2. And another one fouled out of play. Up on the dugout of the Hawks and on the play. Deuces on the count. And the count goes full. 3-2. And the count holds. And a ground ball. Seeing eye right through the middle. Base hit. Leadoff single. And Vinny Gazaldo, the batter. And goes to bunt and foul. Strike one. Real pitcher's duel today. Fly ball. Center fielder moving over. Takes it for the out. One away. And Henry Shaw, the batter. Cohn delivers. Square to bunt. And right to Cohn on a couple of bounces. And over to first. And two away. And Marty Below over to second. Here's Greg Parker. Top of the batting order. And he takes a strike on the outside corner. Strike one. And a fly ball down the line. Foul. Trying to go up opposite field was Garrett Parker. And get the runner to go back. And a line shot. Oh, great catch by Sammy Viscotti. And that'll do it for the 6th, or the 5th rather. And it is 1-0 New Trier still as we move along on this one, go to the 6th inning. Check out the current season games on the internet on YouTube. The list of available games at the Metro Chicago Sports Network homepage website, or you can simply check on your web browser for the games. That's the Metro Chicago Sports Network on the internet on YouTube. Buckle up, Illinois. It's the law. A message in the public interest from the Metro Chicago Sports Network, where we go to the top of the 6th inning in a very quick ball game here today. Usually when a game is as raw weather-wise as today, they tend to take forever. The pitchers have trouble finding the plate. Pitch outside the ball. This one's gone real quick, obviously. We're at the top of the 6th inning already. Drew Lamont, the batter. And ball 2. 2, 3, and 4 due up for the Trevians. New Trier, 1 run, 4 hits. No errors. Maine South, no runs, 2 hits. And also no errors. And a line shot. That's going to be in for the base hit. And Lamont rounds second. And heading there. Rounds first for a second. And makes it with a double. So Drew Lamont lays off the top of the 6th inning with a double. Maine South a little bit lazy, perhaps, to allow Lamont to get there. Here's Nolan Stogentine. So Stogentine bats with the runner in scoring position as an insurance run here. Pennington looks back a couple times. Oh my, had him picked off, but no fielder covered. Thank you. Got a pitch. There's a bunt. And it's going to drop fair. That was one of those things kind of in the air by the time everybody got over there. Stogentine was already at first. So runners at the corners with nobody out. And Logan Weibel, the batter. Number 4 in the batting order for the Trevians. Trevians might have a little something going here in the top of the 6th inning. And the pitch. Foul ball back. Strike 1. Long look at Stogentine. Lamont with the lead. Pitch high and tight of ball. And dropped it in this time for the strike. Will Frankie on deck. Nobody out. Runners at the corners. And there goes the runner to second. They're going to throw it home and did not get him. Safe at home. The double steal works to perfection. And Stogentine and Lamont with the double steal, and it works, and it brings home a run. Insurance run, and the Trevians lead now 2-0. Well, the double steal works to perfection. Throw to second. Stogentine back. Was that strike 3? I think it was strike 3 on Weibel. No. He continues to bat. Foul ball. Out of play. Weibel and Will Frankie, who's on deck, kind of have a similar build. And strike 3. So here's Will Frankie. Swing and a miss. Strike. Top of the 6th inning. He looked back, and Stogentine wasn't going anywhere. Plus, the fielders didn't move. Yeah, strike on the inside corner to Will Frankie. Another plane heads off to the northeast. Up overhead here at Park Ridge. Pitch on the way. Fly ball. Little pop-up. Whoopsie. Third baseman, I think, heard the shortstop back behind him there. And let it drop. So 2 on with 1 out. And Matt McCaffrey, the batter. And takes a strike 1. Runners with the lead. And they pitch on the way in there for a strike 2. Pennington has gone the distance, fouls one off. McCaffrey does. Count holds. And outside the ball. Thought he'd try and catch McCaffrey fishing in the Skokie Lagoons, and boy, with the amount of rain we've had, the lagoons are wide. Still wasn't enough to get McCaffrey to go fishing. Delivery on the way. Line shot, back up the middle, base hit, single. That's going to score another run. Stojentine home to score. And it is 3-0 New Trier. Frankie stops at second, McCaffrey at first, and Grant Klonovich, the batter. And he takes a pitch low, ball one. And low ball two. 2-0 to the Trevians first baseman. And strike on the outside corner. Let it go by. Blackjack on the count. Keep the runners honest out there. The delivery. And so we're going to be a strike, and the count was up at deuces. You know, summer baseball, New Trier are going to have a couple of games against Washington, Illinois, where the tornado did so much damage last November. Throwback out there, runner back. Washington, Illinois will be at the Summer Waves tournament, and then the Waves will be down there. Foul ball back. Our tornado just went just a little bit northwest of that high school where the tournament is played there in Washington. So we got a miss. Strike three. 2 away. Second strikeout of the inning. Here's Frank Nicholas. And drops in for the strike. Good pitch. It's been a while. Well, actually, last year I was down that way. Passed through Washington on the way to Peoria. There's a strike. Going to watch Charlie Tilson play for the Peoria Chiefs down there. Now the pitch. Strike three. And we go to the bottom of the sixth. And the Trevians now lead this one 3-0. Sakowicz leads it off. Steven Sakowicz, Zach Parker, and Bobby Pennington do up. And strike one. Tilson's now down at Palm Beach. Another one of the Wilmette Waves players. Aiden Lucas. Aiden's a pitcher. Charlie betting about 300 right now. Early spring. Ground ball. And pick up by Visconti over to first in time. And Ben Clemish, who's a pitcher in the Cincinnati organization. Same level, A+, A advanced. Playing for the Bakersfield Blaze. Starting to get the ERA down a little bit. And a strike. Zach Parker, the batter, one out. And Parker with the base hit to left. Through the 5-6 hole. And Bobby Pennington, the batter. Outside the ball. And a ground ball. Visconti. Lamont. Over to Klinovich in time. 6-4-3 double play, and we're done with the sixth. At the end of six, it's 3-0 New Trier leading Maine South. We'll be back with more. You can get instant notification of our YouTube uploads by following us on Twitter at Broadmark. That's the Metro Chicago Sports Network instant YouTube upload notification by following us on Twitter at Broadmark. This is the Metro Chicago Sports Network. Stop the text. Stop the wrecks. No text is worth dying over. A message in the public interest from the Metro Chicago Sports Network. Hi-ho, to the seventh inning we go. 9-1-2. Due up for the Trevians here in the sixth. Sammy Visconti leading it off. And takes a strike one. Sammy 1 for 2, single. Left stranded. Back in the fifth. Trevians with 7 hits in the ball game. High fly ball. Left fielder was playing way over. And into the gap in left center. Takes it for the out. 1 up, 1 down. And here's Scott Hamas. And strike one. Bobby Pennington's gone the distance for the Hawks. And foul ball back. And shaving haircut. 2 bits. High and tight of ball. Well, I know that I'm getting to be noticed a little bit. Went in to do a little shopping the other day. And the salesman goes, "Oh, I've heard that voice before." And goes, "Yeah, do television broadcast." And he goes, "Oh, that's where I heard you from." Third to first in time. 2 down. Now, if he'd only give me a discount for doing that. Outside the ball. Quickly, 2 up, 2 down here at the top of the 7th. He goes, "I know I've heard you before. I know you." Pitch high and tight the ball. Out of delivery. And a high pop-up. Foul. And 3 up, 3 down for the Trevians in the top of the 7th. Hold them and go home time for the Trevians as they go to the bottom of the 7th inning. And the Hawks lead it off with Caleb Demornay. I assume that's how he pronounces it. Or Demarigny, I'm not sure. There's a strike. Bottom of the 7th inning. Depends on whether it's the French pronunciation or the English pronunciation. Ball 2. 2-0. Three-hitter pitched today by Cone. 55-footer in there for a ball. And a ground ball. Visconti up, throwing to Klinovich. 1 up, 1 down. Here's Bobby Paddock. ground ball. Little comebacker. Cone over to first and 2 away. And it's all up to Marty below. And a little inside the ball. Ball 1. Yeah, strike. And the count is up at 1-1. Both pitchers have gone the distance today. But there hasn't been a lot of pitches thrown by either one of them. There's a line shot right at Visconti, and the ball game is all over. And the Trevians win this one 3-0. A masterful pitching performance on both sides of the ball for the New Trier Trevians. 3 runs on 7 hits, no errors. They were struck out 8 times by Pennington. He didn't walk anybody. 5 left on base for the New Trier and 4 stolen bases. Both of them in the innings in which the Trevians scored. For the Maine South Hawks, no runs, 3 hits given up by Matt Cone. 1 error. Cone didn't strike out anybody, but he only walked 3, and the Hawks managed just 3 men left on base. 2 great double plays in there by the Trevians, one in the 4th and one in the 6th inning. And that'll do it for us for this game. So the Trevians, number 2 in the sectional, beat the number 1 Maine South Hawks 3-0. Join us for our next broadcast here on the network. Hope you enjoyed this one. Trevians beat the Maine South Hawks 3-0. And for all of us here at the network, we say as always, thanks for watching and so long, everybody.